got to spend a whole lot of money.
Sorry, Craig.
Okay, it's being recorded. I was like, what was that? What happened? But you guys, I was just thinking what to say, how to say it, where we are. And I was just reflecting on COVID. Now is the time for us to maximize our momentum, right? Even if you don't know where you're going, what you're doing, do something. Because with the uncertainty of COVID and us just not knowing today or tomorrow if it's going to just shut down or what's going to happen, as long as you're taking steps forward towards a goal, when everything settles and level sets, which it is at some point in time, Dr. Fauci is talking sometime fall 2022, who knows when everything will get back to normal. But as close to normal as it gets, if you're taking those forward steps, then you won't have wasted time. These last 16, 17, 18 months when we've been on lockdown has been an ideal opportunity for people to really take advantage of time. And time is just like this huge factor. And I've had huge loss over the last 10 months, which has really helped remind me about time. Time. You can't reclaim it. You can't redeem it. Once it's passed, it's gone. But if you were always working and taking advantage of your time, when life level sets or when your reprieve comes, you don't feel like you've lost anything because you've taken advantage of your time. So we here at Monko, we talk about, Monko momentum, and that's always about onward and upwards. If you receive an email from me, that's typically my signature, my tagline. It's always about onward and upward. So I say to you guys today, tomorrow, if you spoke to me yesterday, I would have said the same thing. Take advantage of the now. You're here, maximize the moment, keep with your own momentum, not even Monko's momentum, because you are the captain, the master of your fate. You are the captain of your respective souls. So you have to do what you need to do. But I'm glad you guys are here. You're with us. We have an awesome and amazing team that's here to help you guys get what you need. If you want it, you can have it. And we have awesome and amazing people in place to help you to get it. So the worst is over and God's absolute best is yet to come for you. I'm excited about this semester. And it's interesting way. I've been on campus and it feels different, but we're here and the opportunity is still here. We didn't close the college down. We didn't cut off the opportunity for people to continue their education. We just changed the modalities and kind of added some things, took away some things, tweaked some things. But guess what? Now we have more options for you guys, more options that are in place to help you guys to be successful. So try on this, try on that, see what works for you. And then as you kind of settle and level set, you'll look up and you have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 credits. So yeah, somebody wants this shirt. I don't know where I got it from, but I ended up with a couple of them and a few others. So I know we have Monko Weeks of Welcome and some events coming up. So if you guys have access to the campus, pop up on campus because there's a lot of swag that we have stored up that we need to get rid of. So take advantage of that. Be encouraged, you guys. Take care. I'm excited for you guys. And that's it. Dr. Craig is out.
Thank you, Dr. Craig.
Thank you, Dr. Craig.
Thanks, Sean.
All right, Stephanie, do you have the PowerPoint that you want to share or do you need me to pull it up?
I can pull it up.
Awesome.
One quick sec. Well, I'll do some introductions for the team as Steph's doing that. Most of you on the call already have spoken to me at some point. I'm Christine Morris. I'm the program coordinator for the Act 101 program and the Gear Up program here at Monko. And my real hope with these events that we have is just so that you know what resources you have available to you. So just to piggyback on what Dr. Craig said, with everything going on in the world, we started these daily Zoom calls so that students have access to success coaches, to different faculty and staff, and just people from the various departments at the college online while we were virtual. Normally, if you're new to the college, normally when we're on campus, you're able to walk in, sit down at our desks in our offices, chat with us at any time. And as soon as we shut down, the next day, we started these virtual calls because we wanted to be able to sort of simulate that same experience in a virtual setting. And we're going to continue that even as the campus starts to open up. But we also want you to know that you can reach out to us at any time. So that is the whole purpose, to get faces to names, let you know that we're here for you at any time. If you're having any challenges, you can reach out to us by email, phone, text. We have several different ways to contact us. You could schedule appointments. But that's what I want to piggyback on what Dr. Craig said. And then I will toss it to, I guess, Steph, since you're going to run the beginning of the presentation, we'll let you go last, but I will toss it to Mo. You can introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Montgomery, and I am a student success coach with the Act 101 program. And I'm so happy to see so many faces here. And I hope that the students have an opportunity to introduce themselves too, since I haven't had the chance to meet all of you. So welcome to this new year, and I really look forward to working with you. Thank you.
I guess, can I go next?
Yes, Leslie.
I'm Leslie Osias. I'm one of the success coaches, and I've been at the college for 35 years. So I've seen a lot of changes occur. And I have to say the last 17, 18 months has been the biggest surprise of all, but we've all gotten through it. We've been creative, as Christine said, and have come up with ways to meet our students where they are. And I look forward to continuing to do that. You can always reach me by email or phone or chat, and I will answer any of your questions to the best of my ability. So I look forward to meeting most of you.
Awesome. So I'm Stephanie Quadrado. I'm also one of the success coaches on the team. And just as everyone else said, we're here to support you. We're here to, have your back through this journey, and, kind of lead you and guide you along the way. I want Karen to introduce herself, because she's a success coach as well in her own respect. So go ahead, Karen.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Karen Matora. My official title is the Administrative Assistant to Act 101. I'm the person that sends all of the million lovely emails that you get. Just know that I'm a resource for you as well. So if there's something you need, you can't find, just reply to one of my emails and we will direct you to whoever it is that can best assist you. Absolutely. So yeah, we're excited to have you with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Karen and team. All right, so again, welcome. I know Craig did his welcome, but welcome. This is obviously, for our Act 101 scholars and our Gear Up scholars as well. So you just met our success coaches, and we just want to let you know what a success coach is, right? What do we do? So we're here to help you assess your goals, go over your goals, kind of go over exactly what you want to do. If things change, if you're thinking about, like changing majors or, things like that. Thought partners, we're here to talk through that and lead you in the right direction. Excuse my voice, it's going in and out for some reason. We're also here to help you determine the steps to achieve your goals, right? So not only what your goals are, but how can we help you get there? What can we do? How can we support you in that, with that goal? We're also here to connect you with resources. We have many, many resources on campus, various departments, and I'll name a few, just, career services. We have tutoring services. We have library services and more. We have clubs that you guys can join so that you guys can be connected and stay involved. We're also here to help you prepare for any meetings, right, with advisors, with faculty. If you don't know the right things to say, the right questions to ask, we're here again also to be thought partners with you through that. And also to provide support and accountability, right? Accountability is a huge deal when you're trying to achieve your goals and there's obstacles in the way, right? There's always going to be something, there's going to be an obstacle, a challenge, but how can we get over that and get through that together so that regardless of the obstacles and challenges, you're still successful. All right. So again, I mentioned some of our resources, and tutoring services is one of them. Christine, you want to touch on a little bit on how they can reach the tutoring center?
Absolutely. So you have different options with tutoring, and sometimes we refer to this as tiered tutoring. So every student at Monko, for every class that you are registered for, there is actually a tutoring button in your Blackboard shell. So each class you have a Blackboard shell for, and there's a tutoring button there, and that takes you right to our tutor.com portal. So that is online tutoring, and Monko tutors have first access to, Monko students have first access to Monko tutors.
Yep.
Because you have both tutor.com tutors in there and Monko tutors. So there's no guarantee that you're going to get a Monko tutor when you log in there, but there's a good chance if it's during normal business hours that you will connect with a Monko tutor. However, looking at the data, we know that a lot of our students do seem to connect with tutor.com in the overnight hours. You all seem to be night owls. So you probably will get somebody from tutor.com. There's also group tutoring. So if you go to mc3.edu/tutoring, we always have these short links. So if you're looking for something, sometimes you could just find it by, department. So if you do mc3.edu/tutoring, you'll go to the tutoring page, and we have group tutoring sessions. And there you might find, for example, a math class that you're taking. And several times during the week, they'll have drop-in sessions where you can just drop in, ask questions, and you'll have actual instructors that will be able to help you with your courses.
Yep.
One tip that I like to tell students is, say you're in a Math 085 and there's like a Math 100 group that's meeting. Because it's such a small group, often the instructor doesn't mind you dropping in to ask your question. Oftentimes they can help you with it, and it's a very intimate setting where there's just a few people in the room. And then there's also private one-to-one tutoring. So if you've tried those out and it's just not working for you, connect with your success coach, let them know that you would like to be set up for private one-on-one tutoring. Generally, we have that available for math, but this summer we actually did a pilot program where we had it available for other programs as well, other classes as well, and it worked out really well for us. So chances are we will have a tutor for your course, and we'd be happy to set that up and facilitate that connection for you. So make sure you communicate with your success coach early and often. If you think you're entering a class that you might struggle with, let us know early so that we can work with you in the beginning. And the worst that's going to happen is you're going to get extra tutoring and do even better in the course. We rather you start tutoring early and not need it than get into trouble and not be able to get into tutoring soon enough.
Right. Exactly.
So, but if you have any questions at any time, you could always reach out to your success coach. You could also email tutoring@mc3.edu.
Yeah. Thank you, Christine.
Absolutely.
All right, so staying connected. As I mentioned before, we want you guys to stay as engaged and connected as possible, because that's where we see students are the most successful. When they're engaged, when they're involved, when they feel like they are a part of the community, that's when we see they're, really, really successful. So what we've done is we have added a few virtual options to be able to stay connected. So we have virtual power hours where you can just pop in and there'll be a group of people there where we work on an assignment. So if you come in and you say, hey, I have, this email to send to my professor, or this discussion to complete, and I just can't find the time and I need some accountability, that's what this is for. You pop in, we'll, chat a little bit about exactly what the goal is before the end of that particular power hour. Everybody puts out like, hey, I have this email to send. I have this professor to contact. I have this PowerPoint presentation to start. And then at the end of the call, we'll ask how far everyone got with with what their assignment was. Sorry, I was just emitting a student. And then we also have workshop Wednesdays. Our workshop Wednesdays are actually my favorite. One, we have guest speakers and guest presenters that come in from different departments and sometimes even externally. And there are different topics. So we'll do study skills. We'll do things like, empowerment sessions where, we talk about motivation and inspiration, how to, keep going. We have financial aid aid sometimes comes in. So different departments from Monko will come in and just let us know exactly what they do, how they can be reached, and how they can help the students as well. And then lastly, we have many fun events. So I know we have a Monko Creates and a Monko Games coming up. Our Monko Creates is usually, it replicates what we had on campus as far as Paint for Peace. So what we do is virtually get together with our paint and paint kits and our, canvases, and then we will, as a group, paint the same picture, obviously with an instructor there present that guides us through the, through the painting process. And then we also have virtual game night, or game, sometimes it's during the day, but we have virtual games where we have an external group that comes in, they lead the games. Sometimes it's bingo, sometimes it is virtual trivia, and so on and so forth. And it's been a lot of fun. I would say the last few actually have been really fun. And everybody gets involved, and at the end, the winner gets a prize. And it's mailed to your home. So we do have a lot of fun events that that allow you to engage and connect as well. So it doesn't always feel like, like we're just doing work or we're just drilling down school, because we understand that that's not what it's always about. We want to connect in different ways with our students as well. So we found these events really important, and they've been pretty successful. The summer is a little tricky. But in the past, our events have been pretty successful. So please join us at our events. Karen sends out information about all of the events on a weekly basis. So make sure you're checking your emails. That's super important. So you can, know what's going on. Is that our final slide?
No, there's more.
Oh, here we go. All right. So our upcoming workshop speakers for the fall will be Nikki Powerhouse, we have Freddie Shagag, and then we have Jeff Bartoletti. They have been amazing speakers. I don't want to give away too much of what they talk about because I want you guys to join. Like, seriously, you have to be there. They're amazing speakers, but very motivational. They definitely have life lessons and experiences to teach, and a lot of good tips and just advice for our students. I think these are one of the best things. I think the students like these the best, to be honest. They like when we have speakers. So please join us when we have our workshop Wednesdays, because that's where you'll see our speakers. Christine, did you want to mention anything about our speakers?
Well, I was going to say, Nikki Powerhouse has been here before, but it's been several years.
Yeah, and it was in person.
Exactly. She was
Yep.
in person, a very powerful speaker. I believe she's speaking on leadership.
Leadership, yep, that's her next one.
Give you an idea, but seriously, you don't want to miss her. We've had Freddie several times, and every time he speaks, I get bombarded with emails. I'm telling you, we've had over 50 people on one call just to see Freddie. He is a student who really talks about his experience with the community college. And with his experience through poverty, homelessness, substance abuse, it's such a, he's just, you have to experience Freddie. I can't even adequately describe it. And then Jeff Bartoletti is a GE executive who really shares his story, which I learned so much from every time. He's not what you expect from his picture, and he's not the stuffy GE executive that you might think when you look at him. He really shares his story of struggling through college and rising through the ranks, and shares his tips of mentoring and really how he got to where he is today. So I think it's really important to attend these workshops if you can. And if you can, plan on making the workshop Wednesdays, just in general. We cover things from, how to get a work study job, how to address issues on your FAFSA. There's a lot of different topics that are really important to understand throughout college.
Definitely. So please join us, Workshop Wednesdays, 10 a.m.
Yep. Reoccurring appointment on your calendar.
Exactly. So the other cool thing that we offer is every semester we try to offer, a free class to our students, to our Act 101 and Gear Up students. And this semester we have the SES excuse me, the SES course. So Strategies for College Success is the course title. I know everybody's like, what's SES? So that's the actual course title. That's the course that you would be taking. It's separate from the ACT 101 program, which is the program that you'd be a part of to be able to gain all these benefits. So I just put that out there because a lot of students always have questions and they get a little confused on SES and ACT 101. So the seats are limited. I believe we have, how many? I don't want to say the wrong number.
So this session, we only have one class running. Sometimes if we see that we need to add another one, we will. But at this point, I think we're only going to run one section this semester. I will say for the Gear Up students, our goal was to have every Gear Up student attend it in their first year of college. And Gear Up, I just want to say, for those that are here, Gear Up is being extended until the end of September. A lot of the students didn't realize that. So if you did not take your SES course, you are eligible to take it in the fall. So I do encourage you to take it. Now, some students, this goes for everyone, some students are required to take the SES course based on their placement tests when they come into Monko. So that's important to know. And if you're already registered for an SES course for the fall and you wanted to get into the ACT 101 course because it is free, it's the same course, but you would have to let us know so that we can contact your advisor and make sure that we could transfer you into that. Because the seats are limited, you want to do that right away.
Yeah.
And I will say, I say this all the time, but Daryl Williams is an amazing professor. He works very closely with us. So any struggles a student is having, he makes sure that the success coaches provide extra support to help get you through the course.
Absolutely. I was actually just going to mention that.
Are you clapping or do you have a question? I think she's clapping.
Okay.
I know she agrees that. I know she agrees with me about Daryl.
About Daryl, yep. So I was going to mention the same thing. Even if you're not required to take the course, I would recommend that you take the course. It's great information to have under your belt. And Daryl is definitely an amazing instructor who will, help you throughout the way. So it won't be, like added stress because he's really good with guiding you through that and kind of breaking things up. So
Jennifer,
it's work.
Jennifer just completed the course, correct?
Yes. Yep. It's work. It's, you do have to put in the work. There are, assignments and presentations and discussions that you do have to do. But him as a professor, it's really a great experience. So I would recommend it.
And it makes you a better student.
I agree.
It makes you a better student. It prepares you for your time here at Monko, and it prepares you for your future. That's what I love about this course. So not only is it, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Leslie.
I just wanted to say you do get 2 credits for the class. And so, knowing that there is work that has to be done and you want to get a good grade in this class because it does count towards your GPA and your PACE for financial aid. So I think it's an amazing course. I think you learn a tremendous amount, but it is an academic course. So you need to know that there will be grades and homework, etc.
We always want to stress that because in the past we've had students think, oh, it's a free class. I don't really have to worry if I complete it. But it's a benefit of being an ACT 101 student or a Gear Up student to not have to pay tuition for this class. It is an actual college course that you get credit for and that you actually have to do the work. That being said, you're a better student for going through it. And you really do cover a lot of great information, including, goal setting, career development. So if it's something you're interested in, definitely reach out to us and let us know.
Yeah.
Christine, there's a question in the box. Dominique is asking, do we think we might offer it in the spring? It is a 2-credit class, Dominique. So when you take it, you do get the credits. We usually make our decision when, Christine, in like November, what classes?
Yeah, we generally offer it summer and fall. In the spring, we try to put students on a track. So if you take the if you take the SES course in the fall, then you might take an English 101 or a speech communications or something else in the spring. So I really can't say that we will definitely have it in the spring. We try to add something else to give a little variety to the students.
Yeah.
Yep. We can keep you posted, Dominique. Not a problem.
Yeah,
so if you're interested in it, I would register now, knowing that you'll have an opportunity to possibly take a different class in the spring.
Right.
And this semester we're having it asynchronously. So there is no required report time to be on Zoom. You do the work at your own pace, if that helps with that decision.
Yep. Yeah.
So
And
other
asynchronous,
courses-
as
So in
Karen
the,
said- I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the other question. Go ahead, finish that answer.
No, I
Sorry.
was just saying asynchronous means that you don't have to log in at a certain time. Synchronous means that the class is being held at a certain time and that you'll have to log in, let's say from 10 to 12, for example, or something like that. So I just wanted to put that out there just in case.
Dominique, just seeing your comment here, you have 2 7-week classes and 1 15-week. So I would say myself or your success coach, we could look at your actual classes and talk you through that to see if it's something you'd be interested in. I can't answer that without really seeing which classes you're taking and things like that. It's great that you're taking, if you're taking a 7 weeks separately, sometimes people do that and it really helps balance out your workload. But that's kind of a deeper discussion we can have.
I was just gonna say,
Renee, to answer your question, in the past, we've done a lot of different classes. So English 101, English 102. We have done communications, Psych 101. Am I missing anything? We have learned over the last 2 to 3 years specific instructors that we like to work with.
Right.
And meaning that we've learned, especially through COVID, to adjust the way we work with our students and our faculty, so that the Act 101 faculty, we actually meet with them weekly, bi-weekly, to work really closely to stay on top of how our students are doing. It's really hard for us to do that with all the faculty, but if you're taking an Act 101 sponsored course, we're actually able to meet with those specific faculty members just to give you the added support and the added tutoring for that course, if that makes sense.
Definitely. Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Yeah, any other questions, you could always email myself or someone on the team. You could always also email act101@mc3.edu and someone else, just general on the team, will get back to you.
Yep. All right. So as I mentioned before, Monko Creates, we have a date coming up on September 16th at 1 p.m. If you register by September 2nd, you should register, I should say, by September 2nd. That way we can mail out the paint kits in time for you to get them for the actual event. And there's no experience necessary. Listen, you know what? Look at my buildings, guys. Like, seriously, it's just a lot of fun. And it's a time to be able to get together and connect in a different way, kind of let your hair down. It's not a class, so we really like just to get together and have fun with you guys as well. So we participate, the staff will be there as well. And it's just a lot of fun. Has anyone on the call ever been on one of our Monko Creates? Any students?
I have.
You have?
Well, I was saying I have, but
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, you are a student, but you're not a student.
I'm not a Monko student.
But if you've ever been on one, we've had a lot of fun. If you see this little picture here on the bottom, everyone kind of displays their painting at the end. And it's just been really great fun. And great way to engage and connect with each other.
Someone in the conversation mentioned during the summer, our attendance generally lags during the summer.
Yep.
And I'm transparent. We beat ourselves up because we like to have a really good turnout for our events. That's a good example of what our events usually look like during the fall and spring.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to welcome everybody back for the fall because we're used to having a pretty good turnout for our events.
Absolutely.
And we have a good time. We always have a good time.
We do. We definitely do. So join us. And then our next date for our Monko Games, which is our virtual games that I talked about earlier, is September 9th. And that'll be held at 8 p.m. We'll have trivia and we'll have bingo. And Cameron, you see this little photo right here? Cameron will send that out. That is all the information that you need to register and to, you'll get the information to log on once you register for Monko Games. So please join us. We had one about 2 weeks ago and we had a lot of fun. It was at 8 p.m. And although it sounds late, once you're in it, it flows and it's actually a lot of fun. So you don't even feel it. Mo, you want to talk about Monko Games? You want to mention anything about Monko Games, Mo?
Well, I think you mentioned it all. Like fun. It's really fun. It's such a nice opportunity to just have an experience with other people. And even though it's online, it's really, really fun. And it's a great way to get to know other students and staff.
Agreed.
So,
And it's
I-
also good because students connect after, like they'll take each other's information or reach out to each other and kind of keep a connection after. So it's a
And
great way to engage.
Sorry, Steph. And also, if you're at home, you're with your children or your boyfriend or your friends or whoever, they
Yep,
can join in too. You know, it's really, really enjoyable and fun.
absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Mo. All right. So that is the end of our official presentation, but I'm going to stop sharing here because we have a few more minutes and I wanted to get some students, since the staff introduced ourselves, I wanted to get some students to introduce themselves. So
Maybe just share
do
their
you want to
name.
volunteer or do you want to be voluntold? What'd you say, Karen?
Maybe share their name, their major, and what campus they spend most of their time at.
Yep, yep,
Or even where they're from. Maybe we
Oh,
have
yeah.
some neighbors here that don't know it.
exactly. So who would like to go first? Renee, I see you put your hand up. You want to go first?
Yes. Good morning, all. I'm with my two youngest kids, so I'm trying to go first. My name is Renee Belton. My major still is psychology, but starting fall, I'm switching back to nursing. I work in the nursing field now. I do 7 to 7 shifts with peds. I guess you can call me an OG at Monko because I've been there for a while. So I'm very excited to come back on campus. I will be doing nights at biology. So I'm not, there they go, pop the balloon. So I'm not going to be able to play the games at night. Is it every Wednesday?
Oh, they vary every semester. So we just always send out reminders when they're set for, Renee.
Yep.
Yeah, Monko
Okay.
games changes all the time. The workshop Wednesday is always on Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Yep.
Okay. I
Yeah.
have to put that on my calendar repeatedly.
We'll keep you
So,
posted.
my goal is to like put the hustle on this math, which, oh my gosh, you can give me anything else. But I really appreciate the Act 101 and all the other supports from you guys. I always spread the word about Act 101. I'm like, you gotta sign up. You gotta sign up. They know everything.
That's
So
awesome.
I really appreciate, and I can't wait to come on campus and talk to everybody because I'm a chatty batty. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Renee.
And I will be back on campus next week. I can't wait to see you again. I've missed everybody at West.
Aw.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Renee. Brandon, did you want to go next, Brandon?
Yes, I am Brandon Hoisington. I am attending Monko Community College and I'm majoring in like video production and like communications.
Awesome.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back too. We missed you. Jennifer, do you want to go next? I saw your hand was up. Oh, did we just lose her? Oh, no.
Oh, she's there. She's been going in and out a lot.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm on vacation right now. So
Nice.
I guess we don't really have a lot of service in the condo, so it's been like kicking me on and off. But I'm in Williamsburg right now. We are kidless, so that's fun. But I am new to the Act 101. I did it this summer and it was awesome and great. Can't say enough of great things about this whole.
Jennifer, you're breaking up a bit. I think we just lost you again. But enjoy
Yeah.
Williamsburg. I just came back from
Past summer. Anyways, I'm majoring as radiology, so I'm taking my prerequisites for that right now. And I have taken. Okay.
I think we lost her again.
All right.
Yep.
Enjoy your
Enjoy
vacation.
vacation, Jennifer.
Enjoy your vacation. Don't worry about us until next week.
Exactly.
Sure.
But Jennifer has definitely been been one of our strongest students. She won, what did she get? The most engaged award for our summer program. And she successfully completed the program. She was super engaged. So if you want to connect with someone as a student, Jennifer would be a great person to connect with for sure.
She was one of our summer rock stars.
Yes.
Yes, for us. So she knows a lot about it.
Yep, yep.
So I think
All
we got
right,
3
anyone
more.
else want to introduce themselves? Dominique, I don't want to pronounce that wrong. Delavet. Very nice name.
Pretty.
Stephanie. I have 2 Stephanies here, I see.
Might be the same.
I'll go.
Hi, Dominique.
Hello. My name is Dominique. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm like a serial community college student. That means I've been in forever, never graduated, jumping in and out. But my classes I'm taking this semester is Billing and Coding 1 and 2 and reimbursement.
Nice.
And I was doing healthcare management, but I'm switching back to nursing.
Okay. And is this your first time at Monko, or have you been a Monko student before?
I don't know how to do it. I've been here for a while, since 2019, but in and out.
Okay.
I'm a medical assistant. I've been one since I was 18.
Nice.
And I wish I would have known they offered it at community college, because this loan I owe is way more than it would have been at a community college.
Right. Oh, well, we're happy to have you. Thank you so much for your introduction, and definitely make sure you connect with us and the other students on the call when you have a chance.
I sure will.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. I don't want to force anyone. Anyone else want to go?
I can go.
All right.
Hi, my name is Delavet Ramirez. I'm going to be a new student during the fall. My major will be art, trying to lean towards animation. I'm from Puerto Rico, so I'm bilingual.
Nice.
And also social settings kind of get me a bit anxious, so I don't really talk that much usually.
That's okay. That's all right. Coming in, observing is good enough. That gives you all the information you need. Hi, Sherry, how are you? Long time no see.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, how you doing?
I'm all right.
All right. This is Sherry, guys. Sherry's been with us for a while.
That's Cherie.
Cherie.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Cherie.
Who just threw up?
Uh-oh. Small problems.
Hi, I'm Cherie. I start next week, health service management.
Nice.
Looking to graduate next year. Just ready to be
Very
done so I can move on.
Yes, that is the goal, Cherie. Well, I'm glad to see you. All right. Well, thank you guys for, those of you who introduce yourselves, who were able to introduce yourselves. It's really great to get to know you guys. We're happy to see you. We're happy to have you guys back. We can't wait to be able to physically see you guys. So at this point, do you have any questions, anything, that you want to put out there? If not, then I think that brings us to the end. Am I correct, guys?
I was going to say we ran over, but I think the team will hang out here if anybody wants to stay and ask questions. Otherwise, we want to be mindful of your time. We definitely ran a little over.
Yes.
Oh, hey, can I add, Stephanie? So one of the questions I always ask now on our sign-up sheets is, are you a member of Act 101 and are you a member of MSMI? One of the students wanted to know what MSMI was, and I don't explain that. So if you could address that, that might answer that question.
Sure, no problem. So MSMI is our multicultural, we just changed the name. Multicultural Student Mentoring Initiative. So that is what the acronym stands for. And what we do is we are here to support and make sure that our minority students, our multicultural students are graduating and they're succeeding and have the same guidance and, as everyone else. In the past, I think it's getting a lot better now, but in the past we've had studies and different surveys just seeing in general in community colleges that our minority and multicultural students don't succeed as successfully as others. So we definitely have an eye on that. And we want you guys to do the same. It's a group that's open to everyone. It's not only for multicultural students, it's open to everyone. So anyone is free to join. And we also do very similar events to Act 101. So we do the game nights, we participate in the not Paint for Peace, in the Monko Creates with our team. I'm so used to saying Paint for Peace from being on campus, and things like that. We also have, when we are back on campus, they have different trips that we take, multicultural trips and things like that. So we'll start talking about those things soon, now that things are getting a little bit more open in a sense, but not really, because it's still not really open, but you guys know where I am with that. So that's what MSMI is. It's another support program similar to Act 101 and the others that are here for support as well.
Okay, awesome, thank you. Anything else, Christine? I'm going to stop the recording.
If we have nothing else, like Christine said, you guys are free to go. If you have any questions